Currently, Dark Harvest, Eclipse, Crit Misfortune is everywhere, but we can do better than that. Hello my fellow misfortunates and welcome to Diamond for solo queue. While the Eclipse Dark Harvest build is certainly strong, it is definitely not optimal. Not even compared to the Kraken Slayer build, which is the best build, right? But even compared to other Eclipse builds. So, Misfortune with Overheal is just completely broken, and always has been. So, the issue is that you can't get Presence of Mind with Overheal, right? And you need something to fix your mana. If you don't want to invest in an early mana item... Hang on. We're going to miss a lot of farm here, but as long as we get the level 2 advantage, that's fine-ish. Okay, so... the rune page... Well, Domination Tree is not what you want to be going for. And Eerie is... you should not sleep on Eerie. I mean, Eerie is super strong. You will see how much damage it will do by the end of the game. It's just always there. It's like a mini love tap and really supports Misfortune's playstyle. Super good with the full lethality build. But yeah, we'll talk about the build in a second. This lane is, as you can see, rather stressful. We're doing fine, though. Pretty much even in CS with an HP advantage. Or actually, they have HP advantage now because Brand is getting chunked. Brand Zerath is such a bad matchup for Brand anyway. Second point in Q. We'll be going W max, but 3 points in Q still. I can't last at that anyway. The Brand is playing the matchup so wrong. We lose a little bit of CS here while Brand is basing, but it's okay. Let's try and stay in experience range. Which is probably not possible. Want to rush boots in this matchup for sure. Alright, push another wave and then recall. Could you please... Brand. Okay, I only have money for one item for a Vamp Scepter, which is more important, I think, because the lifesteal also kind of helps against what Zerath is doing, and it just enables our overheal big time. In case you don't know, as long as you're protected by a shield, for example, overheal, you will permanently have your W passive available. So the extra movement speed here is essentially amplified by this, and this allows us to dodge skill shots as well, right? And the AD plus survivability are quite crucial. Alright, so we only have a slight disadvantage. It's not too bad. Okay, this is kind of bad. Alright. Nice, good gank. Third point in Q. Close. I thought I had him there, but slightly not enough damage. Maybe Kayn has him. Okay. That's one way of doing it. Okay, we can recall here. I have boots plus longsword. Sure. Yeah, the support difference is so big. It's quite tough to play. I mean, that's AD carry life, essentially. You need to adapt to what's happening in the lane. I think at this point I'm fine without a refillable potion. Would be a waste of money, wouldn't it? Go Kayn, more power to you. You got the Conqueror. On my way. Ah, Brand missing his stun. Shouldn't matter though. Yeah, nice. And Ezreal is losing so much farm. Ooh. Perfect. Please don't hit the wave. Don't hit the wave. Thank you. Yeah, we can make Ezreal miss even more farm by freezing this. I actually need to thin it out a little bit because it's walking under tower. Don't hit it. You need to micromanage that minion wave so that it stays at a good size. Alright, there's Zerath. They got this. No reason for me to stop farming. Zerath charging Q? Or not? Can we? Not sure. This looks risky. Yeah, I shouldn't have. Simple as that. I mean, I was in one-shot range and I walk in range, so I risk exactly what happened right there. I definitely deserved what I got. Please don't int, please don't int. Okay, he gets it. I'll talk about the build as soon as this horrible lane phase is over. But right now I need both of my brain cells to focus on this. Let's just keep Ahri interested in this. I need my tier 2 boots, I think. One v2. At least I still have the CS advantage. And Brand is doing stuff on the other side of the map, which is good. Because he's certainly not doing anything in lane. That matchup, I mean, I play Brand support as well. It's like my main support champion right now. And the Xerath matchup is super difficult. So yeah, the issue with crit items nowadays is that there is no payoff. Infinity Edge is garbage, and crit in and of itself got heavily nerfed compared to last season. So you're better off going Eclipse into full lethality. Collector is a fine item, but the other effects from the items, from the lethality items, are arguably more important. Alright. Just to stop Xerath from holding that wave. I want a base right now anyway. Actually, I can't. I wasted too much time. I need to stay now. Xerath will ult Brand, I think. Brand needs to watch it, really. Nice. Alright, we're definitely back in business. Take the tower and then recall. We need to spend our gold. So yeah, crit is just a terrible stat right now if you aren't a Rageblade user. Or if you have significant crit scalings in your kit. Both of which is not the case for Misfortune. And just stacking lethality is way more efficient. If you are familiar with the game, you know that armor increases your damage multiplicatively, which inferentially means that lethality increases your damage exponentially. So when you start building lethality, as in buying Eclipse, it's better to go all in with the penetration theme and buy all the items you can get that reduce enemy armor. So right now I think I will wait for this. This is too big of a power spike. Yeah, this is the general gist of the build. I really feel that the extra health from those items is helping a lot with the issue of getting one-shot all the time. Also increases your overheal shield, which protects your W even further. And the shred on Black Cleaver is very nice. With this build you will be looking for extended duels anyway, with Eclipse and with W and with Misfortune. So the Black Cleaver shred is super nice and also synergizes very well with Eerie. Because, you know, Eerie applies an extra stack. And then we get Essence Reaper for an extra 80 scaling. I don't dare to ult here, unless Malphite ults, but he doesn't have it ready, obviously. We'll just let the tower fall. It's too much. I already wasted a charm, so I went for this to deal some damage. It would be way better if that Kayn allowed me to lifesteal off of something. But it's alright, we come out ahead here. I kind of panic flashed there, but I wasn't sure how fast Xerath would die, so I think it's still correct. Oh, 1.8k, okay. I actually want to push one more wave bot lane. I don't want to base for Longsword Ruby Crystal, that just feels bad. We really want that Edge of Night right now. We see most of them, so this should be fine. Unless Ahri ults me in a second or something crazy. Yeah, I'm better not risking this. As she clears the wave though, this gives me the opportunity to just collect the next one. And then I can go base for my Edge of Night. This will add so much safety already. While still being a lethality item boosting my damage. Also a key factor is the mythic passive of this Eclipse right there. Because we don't need as much percent penetration. So the choice of Black Cleaver instead of Cyrilda's Grudge is even more justifiable, if you want to put it that way. Okay, time to base. Ahri can take this tower. At this point we can't defend it. If I stay here without buying my items, I'm just putting myself farther and farther behind. It's much better to just roam now and impact the rest of the map and then shove out bot lane once it crashes. And yeah, again, now Black Cleaver for even more armor reduction and also the execute damage, which is quite nice. And the HP, as I've said earlier. With the Dark Harvest build, you would not have either Overheal or a Mana Rune, and you wouldn't have Gathering Storm, which is also a big deal in the late game, because lethality amplifies your damage by such a huge factor. Alright, buddy. We can smite. Okay, that was a failed smite. Luckily we go unpunished. Alright. Malphite being slightly out of heal range. Whew, just a little bit too much, but you see what all that extra HP allows you to do. And it will get even better once we finish Black Cleaver. 300 extra health means 30 more shield here. And obviously more time to apply lifesteal. We have 19% with this, right? Or no, more. 10% plus 9 is 19 plus 21.5 right now. And then afterwards we make use of the ability haste by getting Essence Reaver, which gives us more ability haste, but most importantly the amplified Q because of Spellblade, plus the mana regeneration. So we essentially never run between Essence Reaver and Mana Flow Band. That's the plan. And let's compare. 300 damage with Dark Harvest. 700, almost 800 damage with Eerie. So yeah, don't sleep on Eerie. Eerie is strong. Wow, she really messed up that kind of minion. That seems bold. I mean, their jungler is down, but still. It's a 4v4 right now. 3v4. Yeah. Let's not throw the game away for this. Try to keep the CS high. More gold means more items, means more winning. Our jungler is down here. Good thing I had that spell shield ready. I guess we'll just keep farming. Okay, Xerath should die, but then they should retreat. I could buy some more health now, but farming seems a little bit better. It actually landed. This Ezreal is brave. Sundaram. Dragon in 15. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, huh? I couldn't not make this play. It was just too tempting. But yeah, we lose Dragon here. Which is a small bummer, because it would have been soul for us. But at the same time, what does it do for the enemy? Delaying soul for 5 minutes, it's alright. I really want to have Black Cleaver. Makes me so much stronger. It's quite an expensive item nowadays, but with an effect like that, the armor reduction was always good on Misfortune because of her ulti. But now the Butcher passive, it's so strong. Alright. Seems okay. This is better than the last try because it's a 5v4 this time. And they don't seem to know. Alright, this should be safe. Okay, they did know. But luckily, we got a good smite here. A little bit too much to ult there. Malphite should have probably held on to it, but I mean, it's, as long as we get the kill, I won't complain. Eclipse just does so much here for this build. You can really brawl thanks to the shield and the movement speed. Stunned forever. Yeah, I'd also like to recall here. Okay, so far we did, yeah, 750, but we also blocked 800. And 1.3k with Eerie. Don't say this rune wouldn't be worth it. It's definitely a good option. They're still fighting. This Kayn has no off switch, does he? Let's push. Still got a third of a Baron left. Yeah, nice. But yeah, as you can see, this build is just way more consistent than the Dark Harvest collector version. I doubt we can finish. They can defend, most certainly. Or can they? Yeah, we're just too strong right now. Look at that. They have no chance. Yeah, this build is just super safe while dealing insane damage at the same time. 1.6k summon Eerie. Even in a 30-minute game like this, Dark Harvest would not have been better. No chance. Eerie is just way more consistent. Gathering Storm, Overheal, Mana Flow Band, all these runes, they work so well together, and with this item build, it's also very flexible. If you need it, you can just add a Serpent Fang, third item, before going for Black Cleaver, for example. I mean, it's like the only real tech option you need, but Serpent's Fang in the right matchup against this dude, we could have bought it, definitely. But yeah, very flexible build, very safe, very high damage, and if you want to see more, a more aggressive lethality Misfortune version, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.